Be the change. How are you feeling today? How is your mind feeling? How is your body feeling? How is your emotions today? How do you feel in your spirit? It's important to acknowledge all these different aspects of ourselves. It's important to be aware of them, because sometimes I think that we humans, we just kind of get into a mush that it's just one thing. There are different aspects to us as humans. The more you get to know yourself, the more you can take back the, not the control, but the awareness of your thoughts, of your thought processes, the awareness of your emotion. How do you process your emotions? How do you deal with them? Your body, this magnificent tool that you have to walk throughout all of your life with. It comes out of almost nothing and it goes back into almost nothing and back into earth. We are nature. We have all these different things. So how do you take care of this whole thing? Like this frame, this body is gonna carry you throughout your whole life. The better you nourish it, the better you strengthen it, the better you take care you take of it, the better your life is going to be, basically. I mean, it's challenging enough to be a person on planet Earth dealing with all the people out there, all the people with all their stuff that they didn't think about. Being the change, creating change is a group effort. It's like it's a group effort. Like one person at a time has to change how we perceive things, how we approach things, how we deal with things, how you share yourself with the world around you. Like it's a single person effort, but a group effort. We need a lot of people to do this work, because that's how we make the change. And we need a change on this world, in this world. So, a little message today from the divine. From the divine, what is a little message for us humans here on planet Earth today? Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. And the root chakra, red, like grounding, being present. When we feel overwhelmed, or when we feel confused, or when you can't stop your own talking, or when you feel so that's like being ungrounded, being completely identified with your mind. The power of your blood, like if you feel the power of your blood, you're going to be more present. You're going to ground yourself in that feeling. Your breathing, your blood, your body, your feet, and you're going to breathe into being present in the moment, away from the thinking for a little bit, more present in the moment. And you are not alone. And people say that it's like you're never alone. Like there's so many good energies there supporting you on every endeavor, every stage of your life, that you are never alone. And also there is like 5 or whatever billion people on this planet, so we're never alone. A new strategy is required. A new strategy, what is it that you're trying to achieve? Find the path to love and happiness. Well, maybe you have tried to fit in with a group. Maybe you have tried to do what everybody else does. Maybe you have tried to change your behavior so that it fits with the group over there, so now they can finally accept you. Maybe you have tried to do all the same things that they do to be accepted by them. And maybe still you feel like you're alone. Like maybe still you don't feel like you belong. Maybe still you don't feel like you have the respect or the belonging with these people that you would think that you would get by making these changes within yourself. A new strategy is required. And sometimes the strategy might be to go within and learn about your mind. How does your mind work? Learn about your emotions. How does your emotions work? How do your emotions, or however you say it, what does, like, how does it work? How do you feel? How does it work in your body? The different feelings, where do you feel them in your body? And your body, the frame, like how can you strengthen it? Once you get to know yourself, you are going to also want to be more authentically truthful and honest with yourself. And then you might not be all the same as in the group over there. And that might just be the reason why you never felt like you belonged in the first place, because you weren't allowed there to be authentic, and you weren't allowed to express your true emotions. You weren't allowed to express your true creations, or you weren't allowed to express who you truly were with that group over there. So they would always diminish, they would always dim, they would always ignore, they would always do that to parts of you that they were either envious of, scared of, didn't want you to come to fruition with. So the group over there, they can be a safety net because you feel, oh my gosh, I got to be good enough because I'm accepted. But then again, you might be the victim over there because you're not really accepted. If you don't feel like you belong when you are there, you might be in the wrong group, or you are in the wrong group. Then you have to regroup. A new strategy is required. This time, you're going to have to learn a little bit about yourself first, and then you will find your true group. Then you will find the people who you truly are going to vibe with, have fun with, be supported by, be lifted up by, allowed to be every aspect of yourself, the dark, the light, the beautiful, the ugly, the parts that we don't want to see, the parts that we do want to show off. You're going to be able to be all of that. Cross the bridge of happiness. It leads to the depths of your emotions. Happiness. What is it in your life that you think is going to make you happy? What is it in your life to you? What is it to you that you think that if this happens or if that happens, it's going to make me happy? Now I'm going to be happy. What I find in many ways is that is something that is outside of yourself. Like, if this happens out there, then it's going to make me inside feel happy. Or if it happens over there, then it's going to make me inside feel happy for the rest, for the best. Now I'm going to be always happy because that happened out there. But I didn't take any measures. I didn't do any work on the inside. The things that currently make me unhappy, or the things that currently make me feel sad in a way, or make me feel not good enough, and all these things, I didn't really work on them. I just, this thing that is going to make me happy is out there, and once I get it, I'm going to be happy. And I wish it worked like that. It will make you happy for a little bit, and then you're going to be back to yourself again. So this is why doing these little things and working on yourself while you are trying to find things that will enhance your happiness. So the happiness is an inside job. Like, God told me, like many years ago, he said, because I was so unhappy and I was just walking around and I was just depressed, and didn't want to live anymore. I was just over it. I didn't know why I was even here on this planet and all that stuff. And then God said to me, you choose to be happy or not to be. It is your responsibility. You choose to be happy or not to be. It's a lifelong responsibility. And it truly is your own responsibility to find your own happiness. But you have to go within to find it, because the sources on the outside, they're ever changing. They come in different ways. Like, if you get that thing over there, or if you are able to buy that thing, or if you do this, then you might make you happy for a little bit, like 10 seconds of, yay, I managed that, yay, now I'm so happy. And then afterwards, it's like, okay, so now I guess I got to continue. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Forgiveness. Sometimes withholding forgiveness. So if you are new strategies, trying to find happiness, how can you find your happiness? Okay, you've been with a group over there, and then you try to fit in, you try to do all the right things, you try to do all these things, and maybe you got hurt by it. They shoved you out, you got hurt by it. Now you're harboring hurt, you're harboring resentments, or you're harboring things. It can be as easy as that, as not being allowed to be a part of something. It can be more deeper than that. It can be your family wounds. It can be horrible abuse. It can be all kinds of different things. It can be someone hurting your feelings for something that just happened in school one time. It doesn't have to be that big. It can be little, but forgiveness is so important. Forgiveness is like cleansing your own energy. Instead of holding on to that hurt, instead of so with forgiveness, you're not saying that it's okay what you did. You're not saying that I approve of your behavior, I approve of what you did, this is correct, this is great, you should always treat people like that. You're not saying that. You're saying, I don't want to carry these emotions with me. I don't want to carry this link to you anymore. I do not, I don't approve of your behavior. I don't think it's right what you did. I don't think any human beings should be treated like that. And I don't think that this is the right thing to do. But I'm going to forgive you. You know not what you do. They know not what they do. Like she's or he's not, they're in their own development. They're on their own transformation journey. They're in their own soul's path. So they don't know any better. You just have to find the courage to forgive them and work on how it made you feel so that you can release those feelings. You do not want to let those feelings of those things hinder you in your life forward. And you are not alone. And there are other people. There are so many people. Once you start speaking your truth, speak your truth. Okay. So with a group over there, you cannot really sometimes, well, you can speak the group truth over there. So if the group is over there, and then you can speak the same truth as they do. If you differ from that, if you have your own voice, you find your own authenticity, you have your own meanings, you want to dress differently, you like different kind of music, you don't like the food that they eat or whatever, like things, speak your truth. You have stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, and state your perspectives. You will raise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. And sometimes the group over there, they are not going to rise. They're not going to move. They're going to stay there because they all agree that this is who we are and we're going to stay like this. So they're stagnant. You, however, new strategies are required. If you're looking for love and happiness, you have to find it within yourself. Yes, you can find those things out there to feel happy for a little bit. Yay, I managed to do that. Yeah, I got that stuff. Yay, I got these things. And then but finding the inner true happiness, sometimes you have to find the courage to move away from the group or from the group. And so speaking your truth, how do you feel? Back to like getting to familiarize yourself, know thyself with what's going on in your mind. What kind of thoughts do you have? What kind of thinking do you have? Do you always think? Are you able to quiet the mind? Your emotions, what they feel like. Can you name them? Do you know how they feel? Where are they in your body? What makes them come out of you? And their energy and motions, are you holding on to them, or are you just experiencing them and allowing them to be like a commentator, like a commentator on your life? Like, okay, I feel bad when I'm over there. I feel restricted when I'm in the group. Okay, maybe then if you go over here, you'll find the freedom. And you're going to allow your emotions to guide you, your inner own personal emotional system. And so speaking your truth is very, very important, especially if you're looking for love and happiness. Cross to the bridge of happiness. It leads to the depth of your emotions. You are going to find it within. You are also, when you find it within, when you find your inner true happiness, you're already happy. You're already content. You already speak your mind. You are authentic. You dress the way you want to dress. You listen to the music you want to listen to. You go, you find the people who are also authentic. So now you can have authentic conversations, not like in the group over there where everything is pre-planned or it has to follow the script. Now you're in your true freedom, and that's a way much better place to be, especially if you're looking for happiness and the happiness that you cultivate within yourself. You take that happiness, you're already happy camper. Now you experience those things, you're going to be really happy. Like now that's going to make you feel like completely different. Whatever you achieve on the outside, you're going to enhance it because you don't rely on those things to make you happy. You're already happy. And now you go out there and you just experience it much, much fuller. This is why it's so valuable to do this inner work always, like every day. It's not something that you just wake up and I'm done. Now I'm done. I thought I was like for 20 years, like ago, I thought like, okay, now I'm done. Yeah, this is it. Now I'm done. And then I was like, nope, I'm not done. That was just the beginning. Okay, here we go again. And then you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, and you will find it. The victim mindset, you are not a victim. You are not a victim. Perhaps if they did stuff to you when I was a child, you were a victim. You didn't have the authority or the power or the strength or the possibility to get out of the situations. But later in life, now they are consequences to your life. Now it's your responsibility to step up and take responsibility and not be a victim, and to work on those things that make you feel less than. Because a victim, you're like, oh, yeah, maybe the group was right. Like now I'm a victim. I'm thrown out. Now I'm going to feel bad. And I'm going to sit here and feel bad about myself. or you're going to be like, it's a gift. Like, I was able to step out of there. I'm able to move on. I'm able to rise up, and I'm able to do things with my life, in my life, regardless. So the victim mindset, the world is not against you, or even if it is, you just stand your ground and you find your inner strength and you do what you got to do with your life anyway. People are always going to try and manipulate. The more power you have, the more light you have, the more adversities are going to come at you, and they all want to pull you out and pull you in to their direction so that they can take whatever power you have accumulated within yourself. They want to take it, but you just stand your course, and you are not a victim. You are victorious. You're here, you're searching, you're getting out of things, and you're standing your ground. You're standing on your own, and that's a beautiful thing, and you should be proud of it. Esther and Abraham Hicks says, so what about creating a very positive current of financial abundance, financial freedom? I am a magnet to money. Money loves me. I am a wealth generator. All these things. Here are some affirmations for you to use with creating a wealth and abundance mentality within yourself, and it shall come to you. So, what about getting so good at visualizing that the money flows through you easily? What about spending money and giving more people opportunity? What better way could anyone spend the money but putting it back into the economy that gives more people work? The more money you spend, the more people benefit, and the more people get in the game and dovetail with you. So, how can you maximize the profit not only for yourself, but for the world around you and make it a better place? It starts from within, it always starts with you. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. I say thank you and namaste.